It's called Booktok is Terrifying by Doxy Carter. I don't know much about, like, book TikTok. I'm curious to see what this is about. Again, I got no idea what this is about. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get into it. Again, Booktok is Terrifying by Doxy Carter. Let's go. Let's go.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Recently I have been reading books that contain impure acts, and I have been feeling things while reading these indecent words.
What kind of impure acts are involved in these books?
Oh, actually, I have the book on me. Here, let me put your hands on the headboard.
This will be bad. I can already tell. Like, I know what kind of books women read. These women are not innocent. They have their own form of pornography, in a sense. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Why? Because, Princess, you need leverage when you ride my face.
Well, lust
That went from 0 to 100 real quick. This is gonna be actually bad.
is a very serious sin.
I know, Father, and I'm so sorry. It's just that I love the part when he takes his and then he face and then he puts her and then he whips out his and
That bad, huh? That bad. Oh no.
and then she rides his until he finishes.
Just say 10 Hail Marys and make sure you fast 1 meal for the next week.
Yes, Father.
Oh, and leave the book.
What the fuck?
Today we are talking about Booktok. Booktok started as a community on TikTok where people share their love for reading, review books, and post recommendations. But with every community comes sub-communities. And there's one specific sub-community on Booktok that has taken over the Booktok name.
I guess we can call this smut talk. I guess that's what I would refer to it to. Sounds like smut talk.
And it's women who read smut. And I'm gonna come out and say it. I like a little spice with my coffee in the morning. I like a little hot and heavy romance now and then. I read Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn just to get to the part where Edward and Bella boned. And then I never picked up the book again. Am I sharing too much? Probably. But what I think is so fascinating about Booktok is how much of a melting pot of chaos it has become. But I've narrowed it down to 3 sections for you guys to understand it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Just like any other part of TikTok, Booktok has given a place for bookworms to feel like they can be themselves in and be loved in, and there's a lot of great things about Booktok. I also think that it's much better to read a book for a few minutes a day than scroll. I don't. Booktok.
Guilty. I'm also guilty. Though it's not really scrolling. It's more like editing videos all day. Sitting in front of the screen all day. That's pretty much what it is. But the intro is already interesting.
Booktok also is a great place for recommendations of a book. If you're looking for something super specific, Booktok will have it. They can steer you in the right direction. Okay, that's it for the good. So there's been a lot of discourse online about if it's okay.
I think that was a cat. I think that was a cat. Cause is that the same cat that's right now on the couch?
To read smut in public or not.
The women are reading corn everywhere. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Does anybody else think it's fucking weird how normalized reading smut in like a room full of people is for people?
I wouldn't advise people to read dirty, filthy smut in public, but if you do, can I interest you in book socks? Why let everyone know you're gooning when you don't have to?
I've never expected to hear the words book and gooning in the same sentence. What even?
With book socks, no one can tell what kind of smut you're reading in the subway, in the park, or even in the plane. But Carter—
Fuck the ad.
Good girl. Just like that.
I need to bleach my ears. I need to bleach my ears.
That's perfect, baby.
Ugh. Do you really need that kind of encouragement to pick up a tomato? Stay at home, you filthy animal. She's probably listening to true crime. I guarantee you nobody is thinking that you're listening to true crime. If you were listening to true crime with a smile that says, I'm about to cream my jeans, I would be very concerned for you. But that's for later on in the video.
Be a good girl and go buy yourself a book. Yeah, that's it.
I feel dirty. I feel like wanting to take a shower. This is horrendous.
You're doing so good, love. Add it to the cart. You can take it. Press that checkout button hard.
Capitalism be kinda thirsty now, huh?
I feel dirty. I'm gonna take a shower. The stream was nice, but I'm gonna take a shower. That is... ugh.
They've resorted to other measures. No more, I'm obsessed with this book that I just got. No more, you need this book in your life. No, it's, hey baby girl, why don't you add a little book in your cart? Daddy wants you to spend your money for me. There are so many bad things to come out of Booktok. Also by bad, I mean cringe. And one of the cringiest things that I kept seeing while scrolling through endless amounts of corn on my For You page is book dedications. Leans in to whisper in your ear, aren't you such a good girl? Go on and read this book with your legs wide open for me.
Find Xi Jinping and force him to read this. I want to know what what do men think when they say this shit. I would rather be tortured. Probably. What the fuck? The United States is right! Ban TikTok!
Ew. Just ew. I don't like that. I just can't help but think of the author typing that out for me because I'm not in the fantasy world yet. It's just the author saying that, right? What a good fucking girl you are. Spread these pages while you spread your legs. Let all the unhinged, depraved darkness out.
What? What? What am I reading? What am I hearing? What is this? I just swallowed my puke back pretty much. Oh.
Do they mean letting the unhinged, depraved darkness out from in between my legs? Excuse me, but there is no unhinged, depraved darkness there. Only roses and sparkles.
What kind of darkness? Are you, I don't know, a vessel for a demon or something? Or for demons? What? That's so weird.
And rainbows down there. So fuck you. Do you guys remember Teeth? That movie where the girl has teeth down there? Now that's unhinged, depraved darkness.
Yeah. I'ma punch Adam and Eve when I see them. Nobody stopping me. No angel, certainly not God, nobody will stop me. I will punch Adam and Eve. This was a mistake. Can't you just mute her? How would that work with the reaction?
That's only a romance movie if you're really freaky. To Baby Shark, step aside. Daddy Shark is here now.
This is 100% women writing this. 100%. 100%.
I can't believe that there are people that would do something like this.
That one's gotta be the worst, right? I know you did not turn Baby Shark kinky. What the hell?
Did you tell him about me? How you stroke those pages when you think of me? Sincerely, your book boyfriend.
I'm supposed to be stroking the pages? Am I supposed to be getting the book off? This is the opposite of what I was expecting. This also gives a whole new meaning to finishing the book.
Really? Right now? You know what makes people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, whatever I've been seeing here. We're 6 minutes in and I can confidently say Booktok is terrifying.
Right. Sorry. He's into public stuff.
You know how it's a saying, like the
Did she just pretty much jerk off the book? Okay.
bar is on the floor or the bar is in hell when it comes to dating men, meaning like a lot of men are doing the bare minimum and it's being seen as like this wonderful thing. And you would think that in the fantasy world or Booktok world men would be better, but they're not. I don't know what she's doing.
It is a dog. Never mind. It is a dog. This is a dog. Yeah, it is a dog. I was wrong. Or maybe she does have both? I don't know. As a woman, this doesn't make just men uncomfortable. This is so ugh. And they call us degenerates. Also, what does it say? Men doing the bare minimum. I've seen men do more than most women. Well, I guess it's my experience, so it doesn't matter.
When he refuses to wear protection, don't you ever wear one? She asks. Always, he replies.
But there's not a chance in hell I'm wearing one for you.
Go on.
Girl, what is this? Somebody sedate me! Why would you find this attractive? He's just gonna give you an STD, girl. He's lying to you. She just gave birth and then he says to the doctor,
How long until she can get pregnant again?
So they're romanticizing getting pregnant? Okay.
I am not having the same emotions as the girl in the video. This isn't giving me butterflies, this is giving me cockroaches. They're crawling around in my stomach trying to dig their way out while they get slowly murdered by the acid in my esophagus and stomach. They're cooked. I haven't taken my antacid yet today. And I feel nauseous is the whole thing that I was saying there. Plus, like, damn, she just gave birth. Damn! This feels like the same energy as the husband stitch, and if you don't know what that is, I'm happy for you. Keep living in bliss, my dear.
Husband what? I'll not Google that. I better not Google that.
Won't harm you with that information today. By far, the cringiest thing to come out of Booktok is the thirst traps from Mask Talk and Bike Talk. Mask Talk and Bike Talk were made popular by Booktok because some women are attracted to men with masks. I don't know why that would be. Personally, I need to see a man's face if I know he's going to be attractive or not. What if he takes off his mask and he's a generic handsome man? Ugh. What if he's Glenn Powell? Ugh! And Mask Talk and Bike Talk are basically just thirst traps. I personally don't love it.
Did I understand that correctly? Did she really just say bike talk? Like, bicycle? Bike? How? How is this possible? The mask one is also weird, but the bikes?
It's actually quite horrific.
Lift your hips for me. Let me take those off. No, don't say a single word.
I feel sexually abused. I feel violated. I feel violated.
I want your whimpers to tell me yes. I want your movements and moans to tell me I'm hitting the right spots. Are you ready?
I feel so uncomfortable.
Oh my god! Oh god! This man needs to be locked away. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Straight to jail, man.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail. I feel violated through that video. Oh my god. Ew.
My dude.
You can handle another finger.
We went from books to porn, pretty much.
Me, the minute I get my hands onto that Studio Ghibli water slime, I need that going straight into an IV, into my soul. I want that slime so bad. Yeah, I like this more. This is nice.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know, everybody has their preference, okay? That's totally fine. But for those ladies who like the mask off, there are plenty of thirst traps dedicated to Booktok for you. So here you go.
You're an asshole.
I'm an asshole, yet you're dripping all over my hand.
What did I do? This was a mistake. What am I watching? What am I watching?
What does that say about you?
Thanks for taking me out on a date today. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. Do you maybe want to hold hands?
Sure, I'd love to.
Ew! What the heck, you jerk? You're dripping all over my hands.
What? Oh, that's just my Studio Ghibli tear slime. I carry it around for good luck.
Oh. Anyways, you want to bang or what? There are plenty more thirst traps like that, but we don't really need to damage ourselves mentally even more.
Next video? No, we are almost done with this. I will sit through this no matter how disgusting it may get. We got the bad. We don't have the ugly yet.
Than we have with those, so it's time to move on to the next topic, which is more mentally damaging. So here we go.
No.
Dark romance is a term you might have heard recently, and it's a subgenre of romance that
I know where this is going, and I think you know where this is going as well. This is gonna be some berserk type shit.
that is more sinister and morbid than other romance novels. If you don't understand what I mean, let's just say 50 Shades of Grey I would put on the lighter side of dark romance. Maybe gray romance? I'm sorry. And this, by the way, is a humongous trigger warning for the things we're going to talk about. While doing my research, I found out that Haunting Adeline was like one of the most popular books from Booktok that is the dark romance category. It's like a Hallmark movie if it were sick and twisted. It's about this girl who moves back to her hometown and then becomes the victim of a stalker. But what's surprising about this is that the stalker is actually the male lead. And I think this is where bike talk comes from because the main character in Haunting Adeline rides a bicycle. And I could be wrong here, but I feel like this is also the reason.
This makes me cringe. This is grossing me out, to be fair.
Reason that women are posting like how they want to be stalked and how they're glorifying being stalked now. When a 6'5" tattooed serial killer who rides a motorcycle, wears a ghost face mask, and kills every guy you date takes you to a cabin and tells you to run.
It's interesting how I am starting to see why some murderers, serial killers, have female fans. I'm starting to see a pattern. Is this the slippery slope? You start with books and then slowly start into being into serial killers? Also funny how they're always good looking. It's never Jack the nerd that lives in his mother's basement.
6'5", kills people, takes you to a cabin? Babe, you're not into criminals, you're into Slender Man. When your stalker marks his territory by pissing in your backyard and kills any man who touches you. What turn on is that in any century? What am I reading? Including a man you've known since you were a child. He kills your dad? Girl, dump him. What is going on? And rips the heart out of the doctor's chest who prescribed your birth control pills.
Really? That sounds like a pregnancy kink. Brother,
That is just strange. That's not sexy at all. It's a real book. I'm a monster DNA experiment and she's everything my beast wants. I mean, is it weird that I find this scenario less harmful than Haunting Adeline? I mean, because it's obviously not real and nobody is a monster DNA hybrid man. I think that what is so dangerous about this is that real men will take this and run with it.
who gave these women the monster fucker permit? Revoke that license immediately.
Like, there are some real creeps out there who are enjoying that you want this scenario to happen. You have to protect yourself and not put out everything on the internet. I mean, look at this guy. His name is Jack the Ripper, and he is on TikTok and talks about how he is a diagnosed psychopath. And he's got some really interesting videos about how his mind works, and people in the comments are just going feral over him, gnawing at the bars of their iron enclosures to get to this psychopath.
The girls swear they want a psychopath till I'm walking them back to their car like this. Waited until I see what's in my trash
That is a full-on body bag. I understand loving a fantasy and having some...
What am I seeing here? Genuinely, what am I seeing? They do that in some of the anime I watch where they make the good guy, the bad guy, good looking. Yeah, but like, the difference is like... that... Yeah, it's just weird. Cause like... You know, all the violence... They want to be a victim. They want to be a victim.
Something you're into. Everybody's got their own thing, okay? I actually think it's like belittling people's experiences that have gotten stalked and had terrible things done to them. I'm just not a fan of people making jokes about like wanting this to happen to them. But maybe that's just me being a stick in the mud. I don't know. What do you guys?
I have no issue. You can stalk me all you want. You'll get bored anyways.
Think about this. Let me know your thoughts on dark romance. I'd love to hear them. I just want to go over quickly how people are saying that Booktok is just women with corn addictions. When you generalize something so big into women with just corn addictions, I think that's really problematic. It's harmful for people with real corn addictions and also completely generalizes Booktok into something that it's not. That's just a tiny piece of it. One of the biggest series to come to Booktok is A Court of Thorns and Roses, or ACOTAR for short.
Porn addiction does not mean just watching pornography. Smut is definitely porn. My lady, smut is definitely porn. If you just consume smut, you are a porn addict. Sorry to tell you that.
Short. And just so we're clear about how big ACOTAR is in the Booktok community, it's like cottage cheese to fitness influencers. Blended cottage cheese is a magical food that changes lives. There's so much protein. You can turn it into queso, you can turn it into cheesecake.
I will not turn it into queso. That was a bad joke.
Getting off topic, this is not what this video is about. Have you guys tried it? It's really good, actually. But while people want you to believe that reading ACOTAR is like a girl reading page after page after page of explicit content, it's an 800-page book, and there's 2 or 3 scenes or chapters that are explicit. And that's way more tame than any HBO show I've watched. So instead of corn, I would say that the majority of romance books on Booktok are like that of a movie with a rated R setting, I don't know, or a rated mature or something. However, there are definitely women who are definitely addicted to reading smut, but that's probably just not the majority of people who are enjoying this content. And I want to say that even though they are addicted to corn, at least nobody's getting trafficked, at least no one is getting exploited. I mean, this is probably the healthiest way to be addicted to corn.
The problem is that, from what my experience is, that it will slowly lead into the video side. For men, it starts for women different than it starts for men. For women, it starts with smut. For men, the addiction starts with sexy sports clips on some weird TV channel. And from there, it will evolve into something more ridiculous. And for women, it starts with smut. The more you know.
Corn. Now, I'm not really a part of Booktok, but if you are a part of Booktok and I've maybe twinged at something a little that made you upset, you can make fun of me. This is me opening myself up to you poking fun at me. I read so many different webtoons reading the same exact plot where I want the main character to be reincarnated as a villain into the storybook that they read, and they fall in love with the main character, and then, I mean, come on, guys. There you go. There's some Doxy Carter lore. And to all you that are gonna poke fun at me and say that's cringe, that's weird, fuck you, I'm the coolest bitch ever. That's all I have to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here.
I shouldn't have watched this. I shouldn't have watched this. This was really, really weird. But anyways, that was still entertaining. A bit. Booktok is terrifying, absolutely, now, but that was still fun to watch. Anyways, yeah, this was very interesting to see. Man, this is something. This was something.